Hey, it's Rusty. Thanks for tuning in to Burning Cereal. Today, what I've got for you is an unboxing, and it's an unboxing of something that I've wanted for quite some time, and I just never really pulled the trigger. Well, my kids pulled the trigger. So my daughter and her boyfriend got me the Instant Pot Ace Nova, which this particular model is the one that I've been eyeballing for quite some time. Now, you guys know I'm partial to the Ninja. I love my Ninja. I've had it for quite a few years, and it's an absolute rock star. But this little bad boy has a few more features. All right, so let's crack it open. First thing you'll notice on the lid here, it's got accessories on this side and the blender parts on this side, so you know what should be in the box. As per usual, hello, registration, Facebook, and so on. First thing, strainer bag. So what this is a bag for when you make like nut milks. There's going to be skins, there's going to be some fibrous portions of your nut milk. You're going to pour it from the blender through this strainer into another container. This is going to take all the fibers out. Starting guide. The Instant Pot Cooking and Beverage Blender Safety and Warranty. Yeah, we're all going to look at that. Then we have the blender itself. Styrofoam. So the first thing I noticed on the blender pot, electrical connections. So that tells me two things. A, you can't submerge this in water. And B, if it gets wet, dry it off right away, because I'm guessing the heating element is in the base. This is probably where the heating element is. So again, don't let this get wet. You let this get wet and this turns your blender into a giant glass bowl. There it is. It's kind of heavy. It's got some weight to it. Got some warning stickers all over it. Let's see. Right here, pitcher contains electrical components. Do not immerse pitcher in water. So again, when you wash this, hand wash it. When you, oh, that was pretty easy. When you hand wash it, make sure you don't get the bottom of this wet. Me, I'm pretty anal. I'll probably wind up putting a towel on this side and washing it upside down, just because I don't want to get this wet. One thing I noticed just with my thumb, this is the lid. That's a lock position, I'm assuming. To get the lid off, I just moved my thumb. You can see, or maybe you can't see, little locking mechanisms right here that correspond with that on the lid. There's one on each side. And the lid has a cup that comes off. I'm assuming, again, that this is for this, which is kind of like I remember on the Vitamix. This is a tamper, so you can move stuff around inside the bowl. If you remember, the Ninja has multiple blades and a stalk inside, so you don't have that ability with this. Now there is something inside here Let's see what's inside here, if I can do this without breaking it. Okay, twist. Twist, there. Now it's locked. Now it's unlocked. This has got measurements on it. That's kind of cool. That doesn't have measurements on it. This is a giant freaking toothbrush. I don't know where I'm going to use this. I'm guessing maybe inside here. I'll use it for that. I'll use it for this. I can't imagine that I would use it on the blender itself. So let's put that back inside. So that's the blender. Good seal. There's 2 rubber seals on here. That's a really nice rubber seal. This is the base. It's got some weight to it. It's pretty heavy. Again, I see one cool safety feature. So this is the front. Remember, we talked about these electrical connections. Those electrical connections are going to go inside here. Now, I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in. And you'll probably see there's little rubber gaskets on each one of these holes. This is where the unit's going to drop down. There's a notch in the back where this, I'm assuming, is going to sit proper. There is a triangle here and a triangle here. Is that how it lines up? How does that line up? Lines up with those 2 triangles, just like that. It doesn't, like the Ninja, you don't twist it to lock it in. It's locked in right now. Personally, it's got a little bit of a wobble to it. Could it be my countertop? It could be. But it does have a little bit of a wobble to it. Four rubber feet. They look fairly level. It's my counter. That's what it was, because it doesn't wobble here, but it does wobble here. The joy of having a concrete countertop. So again, line up those arrows and it locks right in. So that is everything that came in the box. This is the US model. So it's a 3-prong 110. I would assume that the European models are going to have the 2-prong 220. That's everything in the box. So in the front of this, you're going to see all the different operation buttons. So you've got soy milk, rice milk, nut and oat milk. I'm assuming that's if you're making almond milk, soup, and then a keep warm button, which is kind of cool because if you are making soup and you're not utilizing it right away, or eating it right away, I should say, you can always hit that button and it will keep this pot warm. On the other side over here, we're going to have all the different buttons for smoothie, puree, crushed ice, frozen desserts, a pulse button. In the center, you're going to see clean, start, pause, and cancel. Those buttons are pretty self-explanatory except for the clean button. That's kind of cool. So what you would do is you just put a couple of drops of dishwashing soap inside here with a specific amount of water. I'm sure it tells you inside the owner's manual how much water, and I'll figure that out eventually. And then you fire it off and it's basically going to clean itself. I'm kind of anal, so I'm probably going to wind up using that funky looking toothbrush thing to get in there and clean some of this out, but at least it will get a head start for you. And then, of course, it's got the blend button and the plus and minus. Plus and minus is probably for temp and time. Those are all the featured buttons that you're going to see on the front. I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to use it. All right, so this is everything. Again, this is the Ace Nova. On their website, it's right around 120 bucks, but I'm sure you can find it on Amazon or Bed Bath & Beyond or one of those other places if you have coupons or discounts or something to get it down below that. Regardless, I can't wait to try this out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a cool little addition to all of our appliances. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time. So you remember this little booklet that I showed you, and I said that it's the safety and maintenance? Well, Nico is just kind of perusing through it, and as you guys know, here at Burning Syria, our kitchen is outside. It's in our backyard. And he wanted to make sure to point out the important safeguards. Number 11, for household countertop use only. Do not use outdoors. Oops.